Good afternoon, dear students. Today I will start a new topic, vectors. Generally, physical quantities are divided into two groups. One is called scalar and the other is vector. A quantity which has only magnitude is called a scalar quantity, and a quantity which has magnitude as well as direction is called a vector quantity. So quantities which has only magnitude are called scalars. The quantities which has magnitude as well as direction are called vectors. Mass, volume, temperature, etc. are examples of scalar quantity which is only magnitude, and weight, displacement, velocity, these are examples of vector quantity. This has magnitude as well as certain directions. Now, a vector quantity is generally represented by a directed line segment. Here, PQ is a line segment which has certain direction. So, this is a directed line segment. Okay. Now PQ vector, for PQ vector, P is the initial point, Q is the terminal point, direction is from P to Q. Okay, and direction is from P to Q, and what is the magnitude of this PQ vector? This is the length of the line segment PQ. Okay, so generally a vector quantity is represented by a directed line segment. This is the initial point, this is the terminal point, and we express this vector in this way. PQ vector means starting from P up to Q. Its length will be the magnitude of PQ vector and direction is from P to Q. A vector quantity is generally represented by small letters, that is like this, it's a vector. So this is this directed line segment. You can call this as PQ vector or a vector, PQ vector or a vector. So direction of a vector is from P to Q, and what is magnitude of a vector? Magnitude of a vector means the length of the line segment which represents a vector. Here PQ, this line segment represents a vector, so magnitude of a vector will be length of PQ. Magnitude of PQ vector is denoted by modulus of PQ vector or simply by PQ. PQ, the line segment PQ. This length of the line segment PQ is called magnitude of PQ vector, or similarly we can say magnitude of a vector is denoted by modulus of a vector or simply by a. Modulus of a vector means length of the line segment representing a vector. Here this line segment PQ represents a vector. This is directed line segment PQ represents a vector. So modulus of a vector means this length of the line segment PQ, modulus of a vector or E. Both of these means the length of line segment PQ. Now let me explain what is support of a vector. Let us consider the ray this. Let us consider this ray. Now if we consider a part of this ray, suppose PQ, if we consider this part, now for PQ vector, this ray is the support. This is the support. Now this is only a part of this ray. Okay, so for PQ vector, the support of PQ vector is the ray, is this line, the line of which PQ is a part. This is called the support of PQ vector. Support of PQ vector. Now I will explain what is sense of a vector. The sense of PQ vector, the sense of PQ vector is from P to Q. From P to Q, the sense PQ vector from P to Q. The sense of PQ vector is from P to Q. Similarly, the sense of QP vector is from Q to P. PQ vector means direction is from P to Q. QP vector means the direction is from Q to P. Okay, this is called sense of a vector. Now let me define equal vectors or equality of vectors. Two vectors A and B will be equal, written as A vector equal to B vector if they have, number one, same length or same magnitude. Same length or same magnitude. Number two, same or parallel support. And number three, same sense. So two vectors, A vector and B vector, will be equal if they have same magnitude, same or parallel support, same sense. Now let me draw, suppose this is a ray of a line. Let us consider these two, PQ, RS. Suppose PQ represents A vector, RS represents B vector. You can see both A vector and B vector, they lie on the same ray. So we say A and B have same support. They have same support, same sense. You can see direction is from P to Q, R to S. So they have same sense, same support, and the length of PQ and length of RS are equal. Here A vector and B vector are equal. Two vectors A and B will be equal if they have same length or same magnitude, same sense, P to Q, R to S. That means direction is same, and they have same support, because here PQ and RS both lie on the same ray. Okay, now consider these two. Suppose, or I am drawing another figure. Consider this ray, these two rays. These two are parallel rays. Now let us consider, suppose this is PQ and suppose this is RS. Suppose PQ represents A vector, RS represents B vector. Now you can see length of PQ, length of RS equal, direction P to Q, sense from P to Q, R to S. Sense is same, and they have parallel supports. Parallel supports means they will have the same direction. So here also A vector and B vector are same. Here A vector and B vector have same support, same length, same sense. Here A vector and B vector have same length, parallel supports, and same sense. In both the cases A and B are same. You can see A vector equal to B vector. Here also A vector and B vector are equal. Here A and B have same support. Here A and B have parallel supports. Length same, in length of A vector, here length of PQ, length of R is equal. Here also length of PQ, length of R is equal. Direction you can see from P to Q, R to S, that is same direction. Here also direction of PQ and RS, direction of A and B are same, and therefore A and B are equal. Here also A and B are equal. Now null vector, a vector whose initial and terminal point coincides is called a null vector or zero vector, and is denoted by this zero vector. Now if we consider this point, suppose this is a directed line segment, this is a ray, suppose, and let us take a point P. Here PP vector, initial point and terminal point is same, so PP vector is null vector, PP vector is a zero vector. Okay, a vector whose initial point and terminal point coincides is called a null vector. The direction of null vector is indeterminate. We cannot determine the direction of null vector. And now I will define unit vector. Let us consider the vector A vector. Suppose this is the vector A vector. This is the initial point, this is the terminal point, and this is suppose A vector. Okay, a vector whose magnitude is 1 is 1 or unity, and direction same as that of A vector is called a unit vector along A vector. Suppose this is a given vector A vector. A vector whose direction is same as that of A vector and is of magnitude 1 is called a unit vector along A vector and is denoted by A cap. Now let us draw another vector whose length is 1 unit. Direction you can see same as A vector. That means these two vectors have same directions, but this vector has magnitude 1. As its direction is same as that of A vector, we say this is unit vector along A vector and is denoted by A cap. So A cap means, therefore A cap means unit vector along A vector. Okay, now A vector equal to, this is the given vector, A vector equal to its length. This is A vector. The magnitude of A vector is this length. So A vector equal to, we can write its magnitude into its direction. Direction of A cap means this is magnitude is 1 and this direction is same as A vector. So A vector equal to, we write in this way, A vector equal to magnitude of A vector into direction of A vector, that is A cap. This A cap means unit vector along A vector. So A vector equal to its magnitude into A cap, and therefore this is a very important formula. A cap equal to A vector divided by modulus of A vector. So A cap, that is unit vector along A vector, is equal to A vector by modulus of A vector. If we have to find a unit vector along any vector A, we will find in this way, A vector divided by its modulus. So this is unit vector. So unit vector along any given vector A is equal to A vector divided by its modulus. A vector divided by its modulus. A cap equal to A vector by its modulus. Okay. Suppose B vector is any given vector and we have to find a unit vector. Suppose we have to find a unit vector along B vector. Unit vector along B vector. We have to find a vector whose magnitude is 1, whose direction is same as that of B vector. Suppose we have to find a vector of length by magnitude 1, direction same as that of B vector. So unit vector along B vector, we write in this way, we will find in this way B cap. B cap means unit vector along B vector. The formula will be B vector divided by modulus of B vector. So this thing we have to remember. If we have to find unit vector along any given vector, we will find in this way, that vector divided by its modulus. And also you have to remember this, as B cap is a unit vector. B cap means unit vector in the direction of B. So modulus of B cap must be 1, because B is a unit vector. Unit vector means its modulus is magnitude is 1. Here A cap is a unit vector A cap is the unit vector in the direction of A. So modulus of A vector, A is the unit vector, so its modulus will be, magnitude will be equal to 1. Unit vector means its magnitude is 1. Remember this. Next, like and unlike vectors. Vectors are said to be like. Like vector means they have same direction, same sense of direction. Like vectors have same direction or same sense of direction. And unlike vector means they have opposite directions, opposite direction. If we draw in this way, these are like vectors. These two are like vectors. They have same sense of direction. But if we consider these two vectors, these two, they are unlike vectors. They have opposite directions. Okay, so these two are like vectors, these two are unlike vectors. Now, negative of a vector. Let us consider the vector A. Suppose this is the A vector. Its direction is from P to Q. Okay, suppose this is A vector. Now, a vector whose magnitude is same as that of A, but direction opposite to that of A. Suppose this is PQ and this is RS. Suppose length of PQ and length of RS are same. Now, if we write the direction, put the direction in this way. Now you can see these two vectors have opposite directions. Although they have same length, but the direction is opposite. So if PQ represents A vector, RS will represent minus of A vector. PQ represents A vector, RS will represent negative of A vector. They have same length, PQ and RS have same length, but direction opposite. So this is called negative of A vector. These two have same length but opposite directions. If this is A, this will be minus of A. Next, triangle law of vector addition. It states that if two vectors are represented in magnitude and direction by the two sides of a triangle taken in the same order, then the third side will represent the sum of the vectors but taken in reverse order. Now, first of all, let me draw a triangle. Suppose this is the triangle ABC. Suppose BC vector represents A vector and suppose CA vector represents B vector. Two adjacent sides represent two vectors. Suppose BC represents A vector and CA represents B vector. Then the third side BA, not AB, but BA will represent the sum of the vectors A and B, A plus B. This will represent the sum of the vectors A and B. So if BC vector is equal to A vector and CA vector is equal to B vector, then BA vector, the third side, will represent BCCA but not AB, BA. BA will represent the sum of the vectors A and B. BA vector is equal to A plus B. So ultimately what we can write, BA vector is equal to A means BC, B means CB. So you can also think in this way, BC plus BC plus CA, B to C plus C to A. Ultimately, we started from B and reached A, BC plus CA. So equal to BA, BC plus B vector is CA vector. I have committed mistake here. It will be CA. So BC plus CA, BC plus CA. I have started from B, BC plus CA and reached A. BC plus CA is equal to BA. Ultimately, I have started from B and reached A, so BA. BC plus CA is equal to BA. This is called triangle law of vector addition. Now, some properties of vector addition. A vector plus B vector equal to B vector plus A vector. That is, sum of the vectors is commutative. A plus B equal to B plus A. A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B, A vector plus B vector plus C vector. This is called associative property. Number 3, A vector plus minus of a vector minus of a vector. If we add these two, we will get null vector. Next, one important definition, position vector of a point. Let O be origin, or let O be any fixed point, or origin, say let O be origin, but let O be any fixed point and P be any other point. Suppose O is the origin and P is any other point. Then OP vector is called position vector of P with respect to O. Position vector of P with respect to O. OP vector means position vector of P with respect to O. Next, one very important note. Let A vector, B vector be the position vectors of the points A, B with respect to O as origin. Suppose O is the origin, A and B are any two points. Let me join. Okay, now what I have assumed here, A vector is the position vector of A with respect to origin. We know position vector of P with respect to O is OP vector. Position vector of A with respect to O is OA vector. Position vector of A with respect to O is OA vector. Okay, and what we have assumed, A vector is the position vector of A with respect to origin. So OA vector is equal to A vector. Position vector of B with respect to O is B vector. Suppose B vector is the position vector of B with respect to origin. So, and OB vector is equal to B. OB vector means position vector of B with respect to O, and B vector is the position vector of B with respect to O. Now let me join A and B. Okay, now by triangle of addition, OA vector here, OA vector plus AB vector. Now you can think in this way, O to A plus A to B. So we started from O and reached B, so equal to OB vector. OA vector is equal to A vector plus AB vector is equal to OB vector is B vector. So AB vector is equal to B vector minus A vector. So the very important result, AB vector is equal to B vector means you can see B vector is the position vector of B. B vector is the position vector of B with respect to origin. So B vector means position vector of B and A vector means position vector of A. So AB vector is equal to, so very important, AB vector is equal to position vector of B minus position vector of A. Position vector of B minus position vector of A. This is AB vector. Next one, very important formula, section formula. Suppose A and B are 2 points. Suppose AB is a line segment. Suppose position vector of A is A vector and position vector of B is B vector. Let A vector and B vector be the position vectors of the point A and B with respect to some point O as origin of reference. Suppose position vector of this point is A vector, position vector of B is B vector, and let the point P let the point P divides the line segment AB internally in the ratio m is to n. This point P divides AB in the ratio in m is to n. Then the position vector, the PV of the point P, R vector equal to m into B vector plus n into A vector by m plus n, like coordinate geometry. Position vector of P, the point P divides AB in the ratio m is to n internally. Position vector of P will be m B vector plus n A vector by m plus n. Okay, and if P is the midpoint, then m will be equal to n, and R vector will be equal to, if we put m equal to n, we will get R vector is equal to A vector plus B vector by 2. So if P is the midpoint of AB, and if A vector, B vector, if position vector of A is A vector, position vector of B is B vector, then position vector of P will be A vector plus B vector divided by 2. And next, a very important concept, component of a vector in 3 dimension. Component of a vector in 3 dimension. Let P, X, Y, Z be any given point with respect to OX, OY, OZ as coordinate axis. Suppose P is any given point with respect to OX, OY, OZ as x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Suppose P, X, Y, Z is the given point and OX, OY, OZ are the coordinate axis. P is the given point, OX, OY, OZ are coordinate axis. Suppose I is the unit vector along OX, J cap is the unit vector along OY, and K cap is the unit vector along OZ. Now coordinates of the point P are x, y, z. So this length OA, this length will be x. This length will be y. And this length PB is z. Okay. So coordinates of P are x, y, z. So this length will be x, this length will be y, this length will be z. Now OA vector equal to, now you can see the unit vector along x-axis or along OA, because direction of OA and OX is same. So first let me write here OA, length of OA is equal to x, AB is equal to y, and BP is equal to z. And therefore OA vector is equal to length is, its modulus is, its magnitude is x. So we'll write x. Direction is same as I cap. The direction of this vector, direction of OA vector is just like I cap. Okay, as the magnitude of I cap is 1, so you just write in this way, OA vector equal to its magnitude into direction. I cap shows direction. It's a unit vector, so it shows only direction. X I cap. Similarly, AB equal to, AB vector equal to, its length is y, so I will write y, and direction you can see just like J cap, because J cap and AB vector, they have same direction. Here J cap is a unit vector, so you can write AB vector equal to its magnitude into its direction, because J cap is a unit vector, so J cap. Similarly, BP vector is equal to, length of BP is z, this length is z, and direction is same as that of K vector, because this vector, these two have same directions. K is a unit vector, it shows only direction, so BP vector equal to its magnitude into its direction, J K cap. Here we have used this particular idea, any vector A vector equal to its magnitude into its direction. A cap means unit vector whose direction is same as that of a vector. So a vector equal to its magnitude into direction. Similarly, you can see I vector and OA vector, they have same directions. OA vector equal to its magnitude or its length into I cap. We have used this idea here. Okay. And now position vector of the point P with respect to O. Coordinates of P is given x, y, z. We started with this. XP coordinates of the point P are x, y, z. Now, position vector of the point P with respect to origin is equal to position vector of P with respect to origin is OP vector. We know the definition. Position vector of P with respect to O is OP vector. OP vector. OP vector equal to, we can write by triangle of addition O to P equal to, we can write OB plus BP. OB plus BP is equal to OP. So we'll write in this way, OB vector plus BP vector. Now, what is OB vector? OB vector equal to, again by triangle of addition, OB vector is equal to OA plus AB. OB is equal to OA plus AB. Okay. Now what is OA? It is XI. What is AB? It is YJ. And what is BP? It is ZK. So position vector of P with respect to O is XI plus YJ plus ZK. Okay. So remember, it's very, very important. If coordinates of a point are x, y, z, its position vector with respect to origin will be xi plus yj plus zk. So position vector of P will be xi plus yj plus zk. Let me denote position vector of P with respect to O by r vector. Okay. So r vector equal to xi plus yj plus zk. Position vector of P with respect to, I have denoted by r vector. So if coordinates of a point are x, y, z, its position vector with respect to origin will be xi plus yj plus zk. Again, now in the triangle POB, let me use Pythagoras theorem in triangle POB. In triangle POB, OP square is equal to OB square plus BP square. OP square is equal to OB square plus BP square. Again, OP square is equal to, OB square equal to, you can see in this triangle, OB square is equal to OA square plus AB square. OB square is equal to OA square plus AB square, again by Pythagoras theorem. So OB square will be OA square plus AB square plus BP square. So OP square is equal to, OA is equal to, here I have written OA equal to x, AB equal to y. So it will be x square plus y square, and BP is equal to z. So it will be z square. So BP is equal to z, it will become z square. So what is OP? OP square. So OP is equal to root over x square plus y square plus z square. Okay. Now OP means length of OP. Now we can say length of OP is root over x square plus y square plus z square. Length of OP is actually modulus of OP vector. Here we have denoted OP by r. You can see position vector of P with respect to OP vector. We have denoted OP vector by r vector. So now if coordinates of P is x, y, z, modulus of OP vector will be is equal to root over x square plus y square plus z square. This is also very, very important result. So if r vector is equal to xi plus yj plus zk, R vector means OP vector. We have denoted OP vector by R vector. Okay, we have denoted OP vector by R vector. Magnitude of this vector will be root over x square plus y square plus z square. Okay, so this is very important theorem. Here I have taken one simple question. If the coordinates of a point are a 1 minus 2 3, coordinates of the point A is this 1 minus 2 3. Find the position vector of A with respect to origin. So what will be the position vector of A? The position vector of A with respect to origin, A vector is equal to, its coordinate is this, we'll just write in this way, I 1 into I minus 2j plus 3k. This is the position vector of the point A with respect to origin. If the coordinates of a point are given, we can easily find its position vector with respect to origin using this particular formula. Coordinates of a point are x, y, z. Its position vector with respect to O, OP vector, is equal to xi plus yj plus zk. And now, what is modulus of A vector? If A vector is this, what is the modulus of A vector? It will be